positioning where they have the crane operation is in harmony with the building's following precise instructions. Using modern measuring equipment, they ensure that which not only keeps the structure balanced, but also contributes to the safety of the site. In another area, teams of electrical and plumbing workers are meticulously setting up pipe and wiring systems. Engineers are always present to supervise and provide guidance, ensuring that every process follows the set standards and each part is securely installed. Around the construction site, bringing materials from stores to each location. Each time they enter or exit, drivers work closely with the site security team to ensure smooth movement. In addition to the main tasks, a cheerful atmosphere also fills the construction site. During short breaks, workers gather to share ideas, taking a moment to drink water and share stories about fun. Everyday conversations and preparing for the next phase. Though break time is short, it's a time when everyone can connect and share, building a sense of camaraderie among the team. As the sun begins to set, the final check each area, everything is secure and in place, ready for the next stage. Lights come on across the site, casting a warm glow over the area and creating a beautiful scene as the evening unfolds. When the workers leave, they carry a sense of pride and fulfillment after a productive day. Their eyes show hope and responsibility, as they know that their work is not just about building a structure, but also contributing to the growth of the entire community. It is a quiet pride, as they understand that every brick and every concrete block they lay down is the foundation of their space, of resilient roads and buildings for the future. The construction site is not just a workplace, but a place where each individual merging into a larger team. Everyone from the workers to engineers plays a crucial role, aiming to create a lasting project. Together they build lasting values, establishing a society. Once again, welcome the workers with social liveliness. The sounds of machinery resonate. The challenges of their work for each person here. Creating a structure that is not only solid, but also filled with the dedication and hard work of everyone. This project is in the heart of the city, a lasting memory of effort and commitment. The construction site activities unfold with energy and busyness, and the growing community with us. The site resembles a multicolored canvas with the green scaffolding, the gray of concrete, and the bright orange of safety. These trucks transport large quantities of materials, creating a strong foundation. sound of machines, the exchange of instructions, and the movement of workers create an atmosphere that is both intense and warm. Everyone is contributing their work to create something substantial. The work can be difficult and require much effort, but the pride in their eyes reveals the joy, because this project is not just a personal achievement, but a direct addition to the team. At the end of the day, when the sun sets, the site gradually becomes quieter. Workers start tidying up the tools and machinery is checked and maintained, ready for the next day. The sunset casts a beautiful glow over the site, a reminder of hope and progress. The workers leave with pride and satisfaction from the efficient day's work, ready to continue their journey step by step through receiving instructions. Overall, the construction site is not only a place where labor is done, but also a space that celebrates the values of humanity. Every detail, every brick, and every concrete block laid is a mark of dedication and responsibility, contributing to a better living space for society and future generations.
Isn't just about heavy lifting and intense focus. It's also full of unexpected humorous situations. Let's dive into construction sites. Often make workers laugh out loud. Part 2. Funny situations with work. Tools. One of the sources of is the repurposing of construction tools in unexpected ways. For example, who would have thought
Chết đâu rồi bạn.
lunch on the site. Part 3. Slips, falls, unexpected Can't forget about the unintentional slips and unexpected incidents. From losing balance on scaffolding to slipping on a pile of sand. These situations often result in hearty laughs. Especially when everyone is safe. Part 4. Accidental architects. Sometimes creativity knows no bounds on the construction site. When a worker decides to design a new structure without any blueprint, the result is usually a quirky, laugh-inducing creation. For instance, a staircase leading to nowhere, or a door that doesn't open to anything. Part 5. Communication at work. Communication is also a big source of laughs in construction. Misunderstandings between colleagues due to language barriers and local slang often lead to amusing situations. It's not surprising when someone asks for a bucket and ends up with a barrel. Part 6. Lost. Pets. Lost dogs or cats often cause entertaining moments. The sight of a cat leaping into a pile of wheels or a dog chasing a horse. The construction industry is full of challenges. These funny moments are a great way for workers to relieve stress and create a more relaxed working environment. It's a peaceful to share these humorous moments with If you laugh at any of these situations, don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more funny videos in the future.
My name is in the stone slab. We don't know whether to trust the crane or gravity. This trip is looking chaotic. When the crane needs a lesson on how to live on a vast construction site, everyone is on the site. Morning sunlight stretches over the scaffolding and machinery, illuminating the entire area. Workers in bright safety gear mark the work scribes eagerly prepare for their days and tasks. Each area of the site functions like an essential link in the chain of building the project, with everyone knowing their place and responsibility, contributing to an efficient work. In one corner of the site, large excavators steadily move earth. leveling each layer to create a firm foundation for the structure. Workers in this area work with care and skill, ensuring each layer of soil is carefully every layer of work, ensuring that the foundation will be sturdy and support the building for years to come. Meanwhile, the massive cranes are indispensable on the site. With their extended arms, the cranes slowly lift concrete blocks, steel frames, and heavy materials, carefully positioning them where they have been pre-mounted. The crane operators following precise instructions. Using modern measuring equipment, they ensure that every arm in this place will be highest degree of accuracy, which not only keeps the structure balanced, but also contributes to the safety of people on the site. In another area, teams of electrical and plumbing workers are meticulously setting up piping and wiring systems. From the smallest details, each system is carefully measured and installed according to standards to ensure stable, long-lasting functionality. Their work demands great attention to detail and accuracy, as even a minor mistake can impact the project's efficiency and future. Engineers are always present to supervise and bringing materials from storage to each needed area. Each time they enter and safeguarding people on site. The volume of materials moved by these trucks is considerable, but everyone works in sync, with each concrete block and bag of cement reaching its designated location on time, helping to accelerate the project's progress. In addition to the main tasks, a cheerful atmosphere also fills the construction site. During short breaks, workers gather in shaded areas, taking a moment to drink water and share stories about family. Everyday conversations and hearty laughter help them recharge, preparing them for the next phase. Though break time is short, it's a time for everyone to as the sun begins to set, the light softens, and the site grows quieter but remains alive with a sense of dedication. The final groups of workers start taking materials, ready to wrap up the day. They carefully check each area, ensuring everything is ready for the next day. Lights come on across the site, casting a warm glow over the area and creating a beautiful scene as the evening falls. When the workers leave, they carry a sense of pride and fulfillment after a productive day. Their eyes show hope and responsibility as they know that their work is not just about the construction, but also contributing to the growth of the economy. It is a quiet pride as they understand that every brick and every concrete block they lay down is the foundation of a new space, of resilient roads and buildings for the future. The construction site is not just a building, but a place where each individual contributes, emerging into a large team. Everyone, from workers to engineers, plays a crucial role, aiming to create a lasting project. Together they build lasting values, establishing a strong foundation for society's development. Tomorrow the site will once again welcome the workers to its usual livelihood, and laughter will fill the air. Despite the many challenges of their work, for each person here, trust and unity help them overcome every difficulty. Solid, but also filled with the dedication and hard work of everyone. This project will become a part of the city, a lasting memory. On a vast construction site, activities unfold with energy and busyness from the early morning until dusk. The site resembles a multicolored canvas with the green sky, the gray of concrete, and the bright orange of safety. Each person is in a row, steady, organized flow. And one always present to monitor, measure, and make adjustments to meet the highest standards, as the foundation is a critical factor in the building's long-term stability. Nearby, giant cranes extend their long arms, carefully lifting large concrete slabs or heavy steel frames, placing them in steady positions. This process requires precise coordination between machine operators and operators. Some use modern measurement devices to ensure every steel beam and concrete block is positioned in the optimal location. In another area, teams of electrical diligently install underground systems, from water pipes to electrical wiring. Every detail is carefully calculated and installed to ensure safety and efficiency for the building. This phase requires meticulous work, and engineers are also present to oversee and guide the workers to complete the tasks accurately. This teamwork is high responsibility, prioritizing quality standards, knowing that each system installed serves not just the building, but also adds convenience for future occupants. The workers on site work with enthusiasm and dedication, dressed in orange or deep blue protective gear with bright reflective strips. They give off a professional and safety-conscious vibe. Easy to spot and communicate with one another. Ensuring during break times, they gather sharing everyday stories and laughing freely. This moment of rest recharges their energy, preparing them for the next intense and warm. Everyone is contributing their part to create something substantial. The work can be demanding, requiring much effort, but the pride in their eyes reveals their joy, because this project is not just a personal achievement, but a valuable addition to the community. At the end of the day, when the sun sets, the site gradually becomes quieter. Workers start tidying up their tools and machines, ready for the next day. The sunset casts a beautiful glow over the site, a reminder of hope and abundance. The workers leave with pride and satisfaction after an efficient day's work, ready to continue their journey of building, step by step, for resilient structures. Overall, the construction site is not only a place where labor and effort converge, but also a space that celebrates enduring values and unity. Every detail, every brick, and every concrete block laid is a mark of dedication and responsibility, contributing to a better living space for society.
It's also full of unexpected humorous situations. Let's dive into the hilarious moments on construction sites that often make workers laugh out loud. Part 2. Funny situations with work. Tools. One of the sources of humor is the misuse or creative repurposing of construction tools in unexpected ways. For example, who would have thought that a hammer could become an impromptu guitar for a mid-shift jam session? Or used a hammer humorous moments because they not only make work more enjoyable, but they also bring joy. End of the video. If you laughed at any of these situations, don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on
When you don't trust the people, this trip is looking a bit chaotic. It needs a lesson on how to move a vast construction site. The morning sunlight stretches over the scaffolding and machinery, illuminating the entire area. Reflective stripes on helmets and uniforms, eagerly essential link in the chain of building the project, with everyone taking place and responsibility, contributing to efficient work. In one end of the site, large excavators steadily move earth and materials, leveling each layer to create a firm foundation for the structure. Workers in this area work with care and skill, ensuring each layer of soil is carefully smoothed and secured. To achieve a high level of precision, engineers constantly monitor, measure, and record. Their job is to inspect every layer of earth, ensuring that the foundation is sturdy and support the building for years to come. Massive cranes are indispensable on site. With their extended arms, the cranes slowly lift large concrete blocks, steel frames, and heavy materials, carefully positioning them where they have been pre-marked. Operators work in harmony with the using modern measurement equipment, they ensure that each element is placed at the highest degree of accuracy, which not only keeps the structure balanced, but also contributes to the site. In another area, teams of electrical and plumbing workers are meticulous in power systems. From the smallest details, each system is carefully measured and installed. Their work supervised by guidance, ensuring that every process follows a set standards and each part is securely installed. Around the construction site, trucks and transport vehicles continuously bringing materials from storage to each needed area. Each time they enter or exit, drivers work closely with the site's security team to ensure smooth movement, minimizing interruptions and safeguarding people inside. The volume of materials is considerable. But everyone works in safety. Using its designated location. In addition to the cheerful atmosphere also fills the construction site. During short breaks, workers gather under shade taking a everyday conversations are being in charge, preparing them for the next phase. Though break time is short, it's a time for everyone to connect and share, building a sense of camaraderie among the team. As the sun begins to set, the light softens, and the sun is quieter but remains vibrant with a sense of dedication. The final groups of workers start tidying up tools, ready to wrap up the day. Everything is casting a warm glow over the area. When the workers leave, they carry a sense of pride. Their eyes show hope and responsibility, as they know that their work is not just about building structure, but also contributing. It is a quiet pride, as they understand that every brick and every concrete block they lay down is the foundation of a new space, of resilient roads and buildings for the future. The construction site is not just a workplace, but a place where each individual contributes, merging into a larger community. Everyone, from workers to engineers, plays a crucial role, aiming to create a perfect and lasting project. Together, they build lasting values, establishing a strong foundation for society. Tomorrow, the site will once again welcome the workers with its usual liveliness. The sounds of machinery resonate. Despite the many challenges of their work, each person here, trust and unity help them overcome every difficulty, creating a structure that is not only solid, but also filled with the dedication and hard work of everyone. This project will become a part of the city, a lasting memory of effort and commitment. On a vast construction site, activities unfold with energy and rhythm from the early morning until dusk. The site resembles a multicolored canvas with the green of scaffolding, the gray of concrete, and the bright orange of safety gear. Each person is engrossed in their own task, but together they create a steady, organized. In one corner, the rhythmic sounds of excavators, dump trucks, and material carriers fill the air. These trucks transport large blocks of soil and materials, creating a strong foundation for the future structure. Workers in this area need to be cautious and skilled to ensure each layer is level. Engineers are always present to monitor, measure, and make adjustments to meet the highest standards, as the foundation is a critical factor in the building's long-term stability. Nearby, giant cranes extend their long arms, carefully lifting large concrete slabs or heavy steel frames, positions. This process requires precise coordination between machine operators and manual. Some use modern measurement devices to make sure every steel beam and concrete block is positioned in the optimal location. In another area, teams of electrical and plumbing workers diligently install underground systems, from water pipes to electrical wiring. Every detail is carefully calculated and installed to ensure safety and efficiency for the building. This phase requires meticulous work, and engineers are also present to oversee and guide the workers to complete their tasks accurately. This team works with high responsibility, prioritizing quality standards, knowing that each system installed serves not just the building, but also the occupants. The workers on site work with enthusiasm and dedication. With bright reflective strips, they give off a professional and safety-conscious look. Their bright lights make it easy to spot and communicate with one another, ensuring that everyone is always alert and safe. During break times, they gather in shaded areas, sharing everyday stories and laughing freely. This moment of rest recharges everyone is contributing their part to making something substantial. The work can be requiring much effort, but the pride in their eyes reveals their joy, because this project is not just a construction, but a valuable addition to the community. At the end of the day, when the sun sets, the site gradually becomes calm. Start guiding the machine. The sunset casts a beautiful glow over the site. The workers feel pride and satisfaction after an efficient day's work, ready to continue their journey step by step. Overall, the construction site is not only a place where labor and effort converge, but also a space that celebrates enduring values and unity. Every concrete block laid is a mark of dedication and responsibility, contributing to a better living space for society.
Construction isn't just about building it's also full of unexpected Let's dive into various moments of construction sites. Laugh out loud. Part 2. Funny situations with work. Tools. One of the sources of humor is the misuse or creative repurposing of construction tools in unexpected ways. For example, who would have thought that a hammer could become an impromptu guitar for a midship jam session? Or used as a shovel tool for lunch on the site? Part 3. about the unintentional slips and unexpected mistakes. From losing a especially Part 4. Accidental architects. Sometimes creativity knows no bounds. To design a new structure without any reason, the result is usually for instance, a staircase leading to nowhere, or a door that doesn't open to anything. Communication at work. Communication is also a big source of laughs in construction. Misunderstandings between colleagues due to language barriers or local slang often lead to amusing situations. It's not surprising when someone asks for a bucket that ends up with a barrel. Heartsick, lost, sometimes find their way onto construction sites. Lost dogs and cats often cause entertainment noise. Sites that can be and share these humorous moments because they not only make work more enjoyable, but also bring people closer. End of the video. If you laughed at any of these situations, on more videos in the future.
Dude, my hand is in the stone slab. When you don't know whether to trust the crane or gravity, this trip is looking a bit chaotic. When the crane needs a lesson on how to move in the mud, on a vast construction site, every new day begins with excitement and activity. The morning sunlight stretches over the scaffolding and machinery, illuminating the entire area. Workers in bright safety gear, marked with reflective sprays on their helmets and uniforms, eagerly prepared for a day full of tasks. Each area of the site functions like an essential link in the chain of project, with everyone knowing their place and responsibility, contributing to an efficient work. Workers in this area work with keen skill, ensuring each layer of soil is carefully smoothed and secured. To achieve a high level of precision, engineers constantly monitor, measure, and adjust. Their job is to inspect every layer of earth, ensuring that the foundation will be sturdy and support the building for years to come. Massive cranes are indispensable to the site. With their extended arms, the cranes slowly lift large concrete blocks, steel frames, and heavy materials, carefully positioned where they have been agreed. The crane operators work as following precise instructions. Using modern measuring equipment, they ensure that each component is placed in the right construction site, trucks and transport vehicles continuously move around, bringing materials from storage to each needed area. Each time they enter or exit, they move closer to the site's security team, minimizing interruptions and safeguarding people inside. The volume of materials moved by these trucks is considerable. Everyone works Masks, a cheerful atmosphere also fills the and share stories about family and love. Everyday conversations and hearty laughter help them recharge, preparing them for the next phase. Though break time, it's a time for everyone. Building a sense of as the sun begins to set, the site grows quieter but remains a sense of completion. The final groups of workers start tidying up tools, ready to wrap up the day. They carefully check each area, ensuring everything is secure, ready for the next day's work. Lights come on across the site, casting a warm glow over the area and creating a beautiful scene as the evening falls. When the workers leave, they carry a sense of pride and fulfillment after a productive day. Their eyes show hope and responsibility as they know that their work is not just about building a structure, but also contributing to the growth of the entire community. It is a quiet pride as they understand that every brick and every concrete block they lay down is the foundation of a space of resilient roads and buildings for the future. The construction site is not just a workplace, but a place where each individual contributes, merging into a larger team. Everyone, from workers to engineers, plays a crucial role, aiming to create a perfect and lasting project. Together, they build lasting values, establishing a strong foundation for society's development. Tomorrow, the site will once again welcome the workers with its usual. The sounds of machinery will resonate, and laughter will fill the air. Despite the many challenges of their work, for each person here, trusting in every difficulty, creating a structure that is not only solid, but also filled with dedication and hard work of everyone. This project will become a part of the city, a lasting memory of effort. On a vast construction site, activities unfold with energy and busyness from the early morning to the present. The site resembles a multicolored canvas with the green of scaffolding, concrete, and the bright orange of safety nets. Each person is engrossed in their own task, but together. Engineers are always present to monitor, measure, and make adjustments to the standards, as the foundation is a critical factor in the building's stability. Nearby, giant cranes extend their long arms, carefully lifting large heavy steel frames, placing them exactly in their marked positions. This process requires precise coordination between machine operators and ground workers. Some use modern measuring devices to measure steel and concrete blocks visually dominate. In another area, teams of electrical and plumbing workers diligently install underground systems, from water pipes to electrical wiring. Every detail is carefully calculated and installed to ensure safety and efficiency. This phase requires meticulous work, and engineers are also present to oversee and guide the workers to complete their tasks accurately. This team works with high responsibility, prioritizing quality standards, knowing that each system they give off a professional and safety-conscious vibe. Their brightly colored helmets make them easy to spot, ensuring that no one falls. During night times, they gather in shaded areas, sharing everyday stories and laughing freely. This moment of rest recharges their energy, preparing them for the next phase of work. The sound of machines, the exchange of instructions, and the laughter of workers blend into an atmosphere. Everyone is contributing their part to create something successful. The work can be demanding, requiring much effort, but the pride in their eyes remains the because this project is not just a personal achievement, but a valuable addition to the community. At the end of the the sun sets, the site gradually becomes quieter. Workers start tidying up their tools and machinery is checked and maintained, ready for the next day. The sunset casts a beautiful glow over the site, a reminder of hope and progress. The workers leave with pride and satisfaction after an efficient day's work, ready to continue their journey of building, step by step, for resilient structures. Overall, the construction site is not only a place where labor and effort converge, but also a space that celebrates every detail, every brick, and every concrete block laid is a mark of dedication and responsibility, contributing to a better living space for society and future generations.
Part 1. Introduction. Construction isn't just about heavy work and intense motivation. It's also full of unexpected, humorous situations. Let's dive into the hilarious moments on construction sites that often make workers laugh out loud. Part 1. Situations with work. One of the sources of humor is the repurposing of construction tools in unexpected ways. For example, who would have thought that a hammer could become an impromptu guitar for a mid-shift jam session, or using a shovel to put a site? Part 3. Slips, falls, and unexpected. We can't forget about the unintentional slips and unexpected incidents. From losing balance on scaffolding to slipping on a pile of sand, anything can happen. These situations often result in hearty laughs, especially when everyone is safe. Part 4. Accidental architects. Sometimes creativity knows no bounds on the construction site. When a worker decides to design a new structure without any blueprint, the result is usually a quirky, laugh-inducing creation. A staircase leading to nowhere, or a door that doesn't open to anything. Part 5. Communication is also a big source of laughs in construction. Misunderstandings between colleagues lead to lost dogs and cats often cause entertaining moments. The sight of a cat leaping into a pile of bricks and diving into the portal sure to bring a smile to your face.
Those one, yeah, also they are last one.
My hand is in the stone slab. When you don't know whether to trust the crane or gravity, this trip is looking a bit chaotic. When the crane needs a lesson on how to move and run on a vast construction site, everything begins with excitement and activity. The morning sunlight stretches over the scaffolding, in bright safety gear, marked with reflective stripes on their helmets. Eagerly preparing for the days of tasks. Each area of the site functions like an essential link in the building project, with everyone knowing their place and responsibility, contributing to an efficient workflow. In one corner of the site, large excavators steadily move in materials, leveling each level to create a firm foundation for the structure. Workers in this area work with care and skill, ensuring each layer of soil is carefully stored and secured to achieve a high level of precision. Engineers constantly monitor, measure, and record. Their Their job is to inspect every detail, every layer of earth, ensuring that the foundation will be sturdy and support the building. Meanwhile, the massive cranes are indispensable on the site. With their extended arms, the cranes slowly lift large concrete blocks, steel frames, and heavy materials, carefully positioning them where they have been. The crane operators work in harmony with the workers on the ground, following precise instructions. Using modern measuring equipment, they ensure that each piece has a degree of accuracy, which not only keeps the structure balanced, but also contributes to the safety of everyone on site. In another area, teams of electrical and plumbing workers are meticulously setting up piping and wiring systems. From the smallest details, each system is carefully measured and installed according to standards to ensure stable, long-lasting functionality. Their work demands great attention to detail and accuracy, as even a minor mistake can impact the project's efficiency in the future. Engineers are always present to supervise and provide guidance, ensuring that every process follows the set standards and each part is securely installed. Around the construction site, trucks and transport vehicles continuously move in, bringing materials from storage to each needed area. Each time they enter or exit, drivers work closely with the site security team to ensure smooth movement, minimizing interruptions and safeguarding the site. The volume of materials moved by these trucks is considerable, but everyone works in sync with each concrete In addition to the main tasks, a cheerful atmosphere also fills the construction site. During short breaks, workers gather under shaded areas, taking a moment to drink water and share stories about food. Everyday conversations and hearty laughter help them recharge, preparing them for the next phase. Though break time is short, it's a time to building a sense of camaraderie among the team. As the sun begins to set, the light softens, and the site grows quieter but remains lively with a sense of dedication. The final groups of workers start tidying up tools, ready to wrap up the day. They carefully check each area, ensuring everything is secure and in place, ready for the next. Lights come on across the site, casting a warm glow and creating a beautiful scene as they leave. When the workers leave, they carry a sense of pride and fulfillment. Their eyes show hope and responsibility as they know that their work is not just about building a structure, but also contributing to the entire community. It is a quiet pride as they understand that every brick and every concrete block is the foundation of a new space, of resilient growth and building. The construction site is not just a workplace, but a place where each individual contributes, merging into a larger whole. Everyone, from workers to engineers, plays a crucial role, aiming to create a cohesive and lasting culture. Together they build lasting values, establishing a strong foundation for society's development. Tomorrow the site will once again welcome the workers with its usual liveliness. The sounds of machinery resonate and laughter will fill the air. Despite the many challenges of their work, for each person here, trust and unity help them overcome every difficulty, creating a but also filled with the dedication and hard work of everyone. This project is the city, a lasting memory of effort and commitment. On a vast construction site, activities unfold from the early morning to dusk. The site resembles a multicolored canvas with a green of scaffolding, the gray of concrete, and the white warmth of safety. Each person is engrossed in their duties, but together we'll move steady in one corner, the rhythmic sounds of excavators. You got knocked up! These trucks transport large boxes, creating a stable foundation. a critical factor in the building's long-term stability. Nearby, giant cranes extend their long arms, carefully lifting large concrete slabs or heavy steel frames, placing them exactly in their marked positions. This process requires precise coordination between machine operators and ground workers. Some use modern measurement devices to make sure every steel beam and concrete is positioned in the optimal location. In another area, teams of electrical and plumbing workers diligently install underground systems, from water pipes to electrical wiring. Every detail is carefully calculated to ensure safety and efficiency for the building. This phase requires meticulous work, and engineers are also present to oversee and guide the workers to complete their tasks accurately. This team works with high responsibility, prioritizing quality standards, knowing that each system installed serves not just the building, but also adds convenience for future occupants. The workers on site work with enthusiasm and dedication, dressed in orange or deep blue protective gear with During break times, they gather in shaded areas, sharing everyday stories and laughing freely. This moment recharges their energy, preparing them for the next phase of work. The sound of machines, the exchange of instructions, and the laughter of workers blend into a experience that is both intense and warm. Everyone is contributing their part to create something substantial. The work can be demanding, requiring much effort, but the pride in their eyes reveals their joy, because this project is not just a personal achievement, but a valuable addition to the community. At the end of the day, when the sun sets, the site gradually becomes complete. Workers start picking up the tools and machinery is checked and maintained, ready for the next day. The sunset casts a beautiful glow over the site, a reminder of hope and progress. The workers leave with pride and satisfaction after an efficient day's work, ready to continue their journey of building, step by step, for resilient structures. Overall, the construction site is not only a place but also a space that celebrates the work that is work. Every detail, every brick, and every concrete block laid is a mark of dedication and responsibility, contributing to a better living space for society and future generations.
Part 1. Introduction. The construction industry isn't just about heavy lifting and intense focus. It's also about unexpected, humorous situations. Let's dive into the various moments on construction sites. Holy fuck, get it! Workers are out loud. Part 2. One of the sources of humor is the misuse or creating new purpose and unexpected ways. For example, who would have thought that a hammer could become a mid-shift jam session, or using a shovel to cook lunch at the site? Part 3. Slips, falls, and unexpected accidents. We can't forget about the unintentional slips and unexpected incidents. From losing balance on a scaffold to slipping on a pile of sand. These situations often result in hard laughs, especially when everyone is safe. Part 4. Accidental architects. Sometimes creativity knows no bounds on the construction site. When a worker decides to design a new structure the result is usually a quirky, laugh-inducing creation. For instance, a staircase leading to nowhere, or a door that doesn't open. Part 5. Communication at work. Communication is also a big source of laughs in construction. Misunderstandings between colleagues due to language barriers and local slang often lead to amusing situations. It's not surprising. Ends up about Part 6. Lost. Pets. 7. Conclusion. The construction industry may be full of challenges. These funny moments are a great way for workers to relieve stress and create a more relaxed working environment. Let's appreciate and share these humorous moments because they not only make work more enjoyable, but also bring people closer together. End of the video. If you laughed at any of these situations, don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more funny videos in the future.
Dude, my hand is in the sauce. When you trust the crane of gravity. This trip is looking a bit chaotic. When the crane needs a lesson on how to move in the mud, on a vast construction site, every new day begins with excitement and activity. The morning sunlight stretches over the scaffolding and machines, illuminating the entire. Workers in bright safety gear, marked with reflective stripes on their helmets and uniforms, eagerly prepare for a day full of tasks. Each area of the site functions like an essential link in the chain of building the project, with everyone knowing their place and responsibility, contributing to an efficient work. In one corner of the site, large excavators steadily move earth and materials, leveling each layer to create a firm foundation for the structure. Workers in this steel frames and heavy materials, carefully positioning them where they have been pre-marked. The crane operators work in harmony with the workers on the ground, following precise instructions. Using modern measuring equipment, they ensure that each component has a high degree of accuracy, which not only keeps the structure balanced, but also contributes to the safety of everyone on site. In another area, teams of electrical workers are meticulously setting up piping and wiring systems. From the small side, each system is carefully measured and to ensure stable, long-lasting functionality. Their work demands as even a minor mistake causes efficiency in the future. There is always a pressure to supervise and provide guidance, ensuring that every process follows the set standards. Around the construction site, trucks and transport vehicles continuously move in and out, bringing materials from storage to each location. Each time the volume of materials moved by these trucks is considerable, but everyone works the same way. Helping to accelerate the project's progress. In addition to the main tasks, careful access also fills the construction site. During short breaks, workers gather under shaded areas, taking a moment to share stories of their family. Everyday conversations and party laughter help them recharge. Though breaks are short, it's a time for building a sense of camaraderie. As the sun begins to set, the light softens, and the site remains lively with a sense of dedication. The final groups of workers start to ready to wrap up the lights come on across the site, casting a warm glow over the area, and creating a beautiful scene as they cover from the light. They carry a sense of pride and fulfillment after a productive day. Their eyes show hope and responsibility as they know that their work is not just about building structure, but also contributing to the growth of the entire community. It is a quiet pride as they understand that every brick and every concrete block they lay down is the foundation of one space of resilient work. The construction site is not just a workplace, but a place where each individual contributes, merging into a larger team. Everyone, from workers to engineers, plays a crucial role, aiming to create a perfect and lasting project. Together they build lasting values, establishing a strong foundation for society. Tomorrow the site will once again